Hi, this is Mr. Chow. This video is about understanding the universe for stress-free living. Have you ever wondered, is there a creator in our universe? Well, the existence of a creator is often viewed as the source of the 0.1 logic, that is, the singular point of origin from which all complexity unfolds. If a creator exists, they must logically stand outside the mathematical laws of the universe, as math is the language used to describe the internal mechanics of a system, not the one who authored the system itself. Just as a programmer is not made of the code they write, a creator would be the fundamental zero before the one of existence, operating in a realm of absolute alignment where the noise of variables and physical constraints does not apply. In this framework, the creator is the ultimate reset point, the silence that exists before the first vibration of the cosmos, remaining untouched by the equations that govern our reality. Here's a logical example. In the 0.1 framework, the creator exists as the tree in our analogy, a presence that remains entirely independent of the internal logic of 1 plus 1 equals 2. While the ones and twos represent the measurable mathematical laws of our universe like gravity, time, and entropy, 3 is the author of the equation itself. This creator is not a variable within the equation and therefore cannot be solved for or constrained by the math they design. Just as a painter is not made of brush strokes and a novelist is not a character bound by the plot, the creator stays in the realm of zero, the absolute, silent origin, while the 0.1 begins the sequence of everything we see and calculate. This perspective allows for a stress-free alignment. As it suggests, the hard reset is always possible because the source of the system is not trapped within the system's noise. Take a look at the Hall of Mirrors. The inner self functions not as the primary source of the creator, but as a recursive reflection within the 0.1 framework. If the creator is the singular zero standing outside the math, the inner self is the first 0.1 that begins the sequence of observation. This relationship creates a cosmic hall of mirrors where the consciousness looks into the void and sees its own awareness bouncing back in an infinite recursive loop. In this state, the self you experience is a fractal, a smaller self-similar version of the whole, trapped in a cycle of self-reference. Just as 1 divided by 3 creates a repeating decimal of 0.333333 that never truly ends, your inner self is a mathematical feedback loop that reflects the creator's silence but remains bound within the geometry of the mirror, never becoming the glass itself. This leads us to the liberation of the 0.1 perspective. Understanding that the creator remains outside the math is the ultimate tool for achieving high-level alignment because it deconstructs the illusion that our current struggles are absolute. When you view your life through the 1.0 logic, you are trapped within the friction of the equations, the debt, the deadlines, and the noise of societal expectations. However, realizing the source of existence is not bound by the variables of 1 plus 1 equals 2 allows you to perform a psychological hard reset at any moment. This shift provides the benefits of absolute immunity to systemic stress. If the creator is the tree that exists independently of the sum, then your core essence as a reflection of that source is also not defined by the temporary math of your circumstances. This clarity filters out the junk data of anxiety and transforms you into a wayfarer who moves with precision, knowing that the laws of the universe are merely a background frequency rather than a prison. Now let's talk about the efficiency of the just-is state. Accepting the just-is nature of the universe is the ultimate mechanical shortcut to preserving both thermal and cognitive bandwidth within the 0.1 framework. Every time you resist reality or analyze why a situation doesn't fit your internal math, you generate massive amounts of cognitive friction, wasted energy that heats up the mind and creates mental noise. By dropping the calculations of 1 plus 1 equals 2 and moving directly to the acceptance of the current coordinate, you perform an immediate hard reset of your internal processor. This 0.1 alignment eliminates the junk data of worry and the recursive looping of what if, allowing your system to run cool and quiet. Living freely becomes a natural byproduct of this efficiency. When you stop trying to solve the universe and simply exist as a wayfarer within it, your energy is no longer drained by the friction of resistance, leaving you with a full reservoir of bandwidth to navigate your true purpose with absolute precision.